Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to the 7th edition of the Israeli Atlas Awards. Thrilled to be here, and at this deeply challenging time for everyone, I think it's more important than ever to recognise and celebrate Israeli innovation and the nation's most innovative startups. The Atlas Awards are held in cooperation with the Ayn Rand Centre and the Marker and other partners such as the Prometheus Foundation. The awards seek to raise public awareness of productivity, pioneering and prosperity. The prize goes to the Israeli startup company which has created a new technology, idea or product of exceptional value in Israel and worldwide. And to begin, please welcome Mr. Carl Barney, founder of the Prometheus Foundation and the co-founder of the Atlas Awards. Hi, Carl. Take it away.
Hi. Good evening, everyone. I want to talk about resources, and I want to ask the question, what is Israel's most valuable resource? I've traveled all over the world, and I can tell you from personal experience, there is no other country in the world like Israel. Israel is different. What makes it so different? Israel has few natural resources, no oil or gas, no precious metals, not even water originally. But despite all this, Israel is one of the most successful, advanced countries in the world. Why is this? The answer is simple. It's the Israeli people. Israelis have passion, courage, determination, and a love of life. Israelis value life. Israelis are life-loving. According to Ayn Rand, man's life is his highest value. And life is the standard of ethics and morality. Everything for man's life is the good. Everything against man's life is evil. If you want to know more about this and why life is the standard of morality and ethics, I recommend The Objectivist Ethics by Ayn Rand, which is available online. Speaking of evil, I must comment on the monstrous, inhuman vermin, Hamas. I'm not Israeli nor Jewish, but as John Andrusik said, quote, I am human. One doesn't have to be Jewish to support Israel in their fight, our fight for freedom, life, civilization against deranged, subhuman monsters. Supporting evil is evil. And I'm ashamed of the despicable demonstrations on America's campuses. It's disgusting. But tonight I want to talk about life. Wanting and working for life. In America, people seem to be losing their wanting. Americans used to cherish an American dream, which sadly seems to be turning into a nightmare. But this is not the case in Israel. The dream of Israel lives. Look no further than the modern cities and the agriculture rising out of the desert, and all the technological advances made by Israelis. Despite continuing desperate conflicts, Israelis cherish a dream and work for a better life. In this room, look at all the dreamers, entrepreneurs, and wealth creators. The Israeli dream could be called the life-loving dream. 2 years ago, I spoke here and I made an outrageous prediction that in the future, Israel would be one of the most successful, wealthiest, and powerful countries in the world. I still believe this. Based on what evidence do I make such an audacious prediction? Now, there are many facts to support this, but I'll mention just 4. Per capita, Little Israel has more successful startups than any other country in the world. more per capita than America, and more than all the countries in Europe combined. My second fact is only 0.2% of the world's population is Jewish. The prestigious Nobel Prizes, excuse me, could you give me the next slide, please? Next slide, please. There you go. So 0.02% of the population is Jewish. And yet Nobel laureates, 22% of the prestigious prize has been won by Jews. That stat is simply stunning. Think about that. Now that should be enough, but let me provide you with two more facts. For 76 years, Israel has welcomed priceless human capital from all parts of the world, now totaling nearly 10 million people, almost all of them immigrants. These are not ordinary people. Many are ambitious pioneers, highly educated, some of them with brilliant minds. 1 million of these educated men and women came from Russia alone. Israel values people, human resources, and welcomes them with open arms. These people are worth trillions of shekels. Just look at what is being created in this tiny land by these dedicated dreamers and determined doers. My next fact may seem superficial, but it's not. According to the World Happiness Report 2023, Israel now ranks 4th happiest country in the world. 4th happiest country in the world. By contrast, America recently dropped below 20th. Why is this important? Why would I include this fact? Because happiness depends on and comes from valuing life and the values and virtues that life requires. I want to repeat that. It's important because happiness comes from and depends upon a value of life and the virtues and values that life requires. These values are reason and its corresponding virtue, rationality, and the value of purpose and the corresponding virtue, productive. Not all Israelis hold these values and virtues, but enough do. And the men and women in this room, I think you do too. This makes Israel what it is, the most life-loving, rational country in the Middle East and beyond. And in the future, Israel will be the most successful, wealthiest, one of the most powerful countries in the world. So what is Israel's most valuable resource? It's obvious. You are and others like you. I'm honored to support Israel and to sponsor the Ayn Rand Atlas Award for the best Israeli startup. L'chaim, and thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Carl Barney. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Carl.